Yo, what up, man? Alright, story time. This is the first time I went to the halls. My bad, I gotta tell some old stories and shit, just on some statute limitation and all that bullshit. But anyway, so what, this is 2000. Some trippy ass shit. Alright, so in 2000, it was the day before Memorial Day. Yes. All right. So Memorial Day, there's some trippy ass shit on them. Shout out to fucking Jonathan Ashby and shit. At the time, I was pushing Winston Avenue Gangster Crip out there in the San Fernando Valley and shit. All right, so Memorial Day. First thing I do in the morning is shit. I get up in the morning. I go to the Vallarta. This is my routine and shit. I used to go to Vallarta, right there on Fulton and Victory, like diagonal from the 7-Eleven and Baskin Robbins and shit. I used to go to Vallarta. I used to go in there. I used to walk to the back where they sell beer, and I have a blue coat on, big blue coat on, and I would stick 340s. I would stick a 40 in my inside coat on fucking my two outside pockets. Go boom, boom, and boom, and then I'll walk out the back to where it's an alley right there, and I'll walk down the alley, and I'll be looking at anybody who wanna press me like, nigga, what the fuck you wanna do? Like, let me just get this shit and get the fuck on security and all that, cause he'd be armed security. When you see me walk in through the front, he's be like, all right, I know what this nigga on and shit, leave that nigga alone. Like, yo, workers used to look at me and shit, I would be like, yo, what the fuck you wanna do? Let me get my, so anyway, I grab my 40s, Memorial Day 2000. Boom, I go to the house. Now I need some trees. Got a few dollars and shit. I think my mom, she gave me some couple bucks or some shit, whatever the fuck. I skirt over to Gilmore. Gilmore was a spot. Gilmore was the block that was at and shit, but it sold stress. It only sold stress. To all you young niggas and niggas that ain't from Cali, Med, some Reggie, but you know, wasn't no bud back then. Nigga, give me a half ounce, some of this Med for $25 and shit. Same shit they sell on CBD at the gas or whatever. Back then, 2000 and shit, in the 90s, yo, give me a half ounce for $25 and shit, I'm straight. Boom, rolling blunts all day with the homies and shit, nigga, I'm a teenager. Give it up, you know what I'm saying? So I shoot the Gilmore and shit, right? When I do that, I see the homie John, boom, from Wishing. At the time, now he from Wishing. I don't want to get into all the other history and all that, but anyway, he from Wishing, so he see me and shit. I want to say I had hit Gilmore and it was like come back in like 2 minutes. So I said, fuck it. And I went to the 7-Eleven and seen that nigga at the 7-Eleven and shit with old boy wife who ran Gilmore, Chaos Moms, in the old ass Lincoln and shit at 7-Eleven. They like, get in. I don't know, she was always like, this nigga suspect. Cause I was young at the time. She like, yo, this nigga suspect. But he was like, nah, that's my nigga. He know me and shit. So he straightened that shit out. I jump in the Lincoln and shit. We shoot back to Gilmore and shit. Motherfucking, I get my trees. I tell nigga, yo, I got some 40s at the house, homie. Let me go back and get that and I'll be back. He's like, for sure. So I shoot. I catch the bus. Catch the Victory bus, cause I had bus tokens and shit, cause I had, at that time I was at the continuation school, they give you free tokens and all that shit. So I shoot Victory bus, back home, walk to the house, grab 240s, boom, come back. I still need one for later for myself. Come back to that nigga house. Right there in like Hazeltine, in between Hazeltine and Woodman and Victory. And apartments right there. So anyone know John back in the late 90s, 2000s and shit, that nigga used to be a fool. That nigga used to be sitting on his lawn chair on Victory Boulevard in apartment buildings, nigga laid out and all that shit. So anyway, I'm back there chilling. We chilling. Memorial Day and shit. He got his baby mom Sparkle right there and shit. Like, yo, she fine as a motherfucker too. But that nigga always had some bad bitches. Anyway, out of nowhere in the back, chilling, this nigga out of nowhere, he just like, yo, why don't you get put on a hood? I'm like, nigga, you already know him. Nigga, I'm gangsters pimps. Nigga, Eastside gangsters pimp. Nigga, crib all day. He like, man, he know where I'm coming from. He know how I feel about it. Like, yo, y'all ain't established. Y'all ain't really get like a hood yet. I'm like, nigga, I'm ready to make that name though, but I'm like, nah, I ain't getting put on with it. So anyways, we get that straightened out. Like, yo, I can't push that. I'm already from somewhere. I don't get down like that. So the next day, fucking, I wake up in the morning, hop on the 164 on the Victory bus, go to school. Before I go to school, I'm like, yo, let me jump off Gilmore and shit. Let me go check out Gilmore and see what the fuck cracking. So I do that. That's the homie call. I do that, and I run into Slim and Chipper. So my nigga Slim and Chipper there. Like, what y'all on? Slim going off on Chipper, clowning and all that shit. Like, nigga, we got licked, da 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 da. So I'm like, at that time, I'm like, yo, fuck school. I'm about to get on this lick with these niggas and shit. I need some bread. So we don't even go half a block on the lick. It's some bullshit. It was just some bullshit. Like, yo, I'm finna sling this nigga up to the second story of this bitch apartment. Bitch ain't got, like, it was some bullshit. But anyway, failed mission. So I'm looking at the homie like, what the fuck you got me on right now, nigga? I could be at school getting my credits and shit, trying to grade them. But anyway, so niggas talk to me, nigga, we on a mission now. Cause now I'm like, fuck school. I'm on a mission, I need some bread. Or I'm gonna start getting mad at you niggas and shit. So, that's when, before the Orange Line was there, by Valley College and shit, it was the railroad tracks all the way down through Sepulveda, Van Nuys, and all that shit. So we get to mobbing from Burbank and Fulton down the railroad tracks, and all it is it's abandoned railroad, but it's people's backyards. So I'm looking through each people's motherfucking backyard, see, yo, what house we gonna hit right now? On some cold shit. I don't condone none of this shit now. I'm just telling you what the fuck actually happened. It's some foul shit. I don't want no kids to do this shit. I don't know nobody do this shit because this is some foul shit. I don't condone it or nothing. But it was an old lady in the backyard gardening. Fucking when I seen it, I was like, yo, I tell Slim, like, yo, the old lady backyard gardening and shit, the door wide open though. He like, fuck it, let's go hit it. So we wasn't trying to kidnap the lady or tie her up or nothing. We was gonna sneak tip the shit. So all right, I hit the wall. Ninja status. I creeping through the back door. She in the backyard gardening. She don't even know I'm in that bitch. Slim follow me. Chipper hit it. He hit it the last. He the third one to hit it. When Chipper hit it, he the only one. He stands straight up and he like on some goofball shit. When he do that, when he stand up, another neighbor see him. Call the police. So we in the house. We made it in though. All three of us made it in. At the time, I was on some old fucking some check shit. So they looking for other shit. They looking for money and jewelry. I'm looking for checks and credit cards and shit like that I can run some shit up on later on. Right, they trying to, so I ain't really find nothing. I ain't time, but we in there searching. When I'm looking, about every 20 to 30 seconds, I go to the back and I look for the lady. And the old lady went on one side of the backyard, gardening, all the way to about right here. So we were like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here. And all I had was this lady's checkbooks on me. I had 2 checkbooks on me. Like, 2. And all I was gonna do, I was finna run them checks up and shit. But it's back in 2000. So niggas ain't really knowing about this type of shit back then. So, nigga, I was finna go on one. Like, fuck it. And we had the whole get down back then on the checks. Y'all think this some new shit? Nah, nigga, we been doing it back then. But anyway, all right. So, get ready to dip. Next thing I know, I hear the chopper. So we all like, oh shit. So nigga Slim and Chipper, I'm like, yo, go check. Slim go out there and look. He like, they on us. Come back in the garage. We were at that time we made it to the garage and shit, we ready to dip. It's like, oh, they on us. Like, shit, all right, what we gonna do? So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take off first, dip this way. Y'all niggas wait a second, then follow me, which is the first mistake. Don't ever follow a nigga when you're on the run and you dipping. Don't follow that nigga, you go the other way and shit. I don't give a fuck. But Slim take off. We in the garage. Chipper take off, he wait. I wait. Then I take off. When I take off though, boom, I run. I see where Chipper at. I run towards him. So the first mistake. I should have peeled out the garage and went to the right, but I went straight ahead where them niggas went. Like, fuck it, wherever y'all going is where we gonna get away at. But no. Wrong mistake. But when I run, Chipper halfway on the wall, the neighbor's wall and shit. And when I hit the wall, I catch up to him. I hit the wall like boom, and I kick him over. When I kick him over and shit, his wife beater tears off. He lays down, he kind of lay down like on his hands and his feet, like boom. I look up and I get up and I look up. I see Slim hanging upside down like this on the other neighbor's backyard. That nigga, he literally like this. That nigga like this, hanging upside down on the neighbor's back fence. So I look at Chipper, he down like this and shit, like, time to get up. And I start running towards Slim in the backyard. And I run full speed and I just go, boom! And I kick the whole fence down. Pick Slim up and shit. Pick that nigga up, like, let's go. So fucking pick him up, we running down the railroad tracks where the orange line is. Now the orange line is there by Valley College in between Burbank and Woodman stop. It's Fulton and Burbank and Woodman and Oxnard. Between those two stops, we're running down. And I seen a cut, I know. So I hit a left. But when I'm running, all I see is a helicopter shadow over me. It's literally over me like this, to where I can't see nothing underneath me but a shadow of a helicopter. Like, and it's like, stop now, no. I'm like, yo, fuck y'all, I'm out of here. Y'all niggas gotta come catch me. I ain't going out like that, you got me fucked up. So I hook a left, hit a wall, boom. Go in an apartment, Carmen Pump complex and shit, where the parking complex. Fucking, when I go in there, I cut a right, halfway through, I cut a right where I see a door, like going into the apartment building. But it was a car that was broke down right here in the little, in the parking shed. But I go to run into the apartment, open the door, Slim rolled past me, boom. And something told me, don't go in there, close the door. So I close the door. Like, what the fuck? Something just told me don't go in there, and I just close the door. So I'm stuck in this little parking complex and shit with a broke down car. I'm like, yo, Slim then took off into the apartment building, into the apartment complex and shit. I don't know where he at this time. Fucking, I'm in the shit. I'm like, yo, fuck, what I do? And it's just a broke down car right here next to me. So I'm like, yo, do I hide in here? Da-da. And all I hear out of nowhere is, you have 10 seconds to come out or we're sending the K9 unit in from the motherfucking chopper. You got 10 seconds to come out. So I'm like, fuck, the dog gonna come chew me up. And I already know the homie before that and shit can't. I just came out. I ain't even been out 2 months. On my first 6.5 program. Nah, that was my first, no, I'm tripping. I'm talking about my first program. That's how I got my first 6.5 months. So I'm like, but anyway, I don't want to get bit up by the fucking dog and shit. So I basically go like this. I just run. I'm in the back and I go like that, and I don't feel nothing because I got the lady's checkbooks on me, so it's flat. So my adrenaline pumping so hard. I just go like this and don't feel nothing. So I come out with my hands up. And it's like some mountain bike cops and shit with the little bitty shorts on and all that shit. They're like, free, are you the guy we're looking for? I'm like, yeah, man, I'll give up. And they arrest me for that shit. When they arrest me and shit, they fucking pull out the checkbooks and I'm like, oh, got me. All I had to do was dig in my pockets and stash them somewhere. But nah, I just went over my shit like that. I didn't dig in my pocket. Like literally, I just went like this. Instead of digging in my shit and searching if I got something, I just went like this and was like, nah, I didn't feel nothing. I had a checkbook and each shit. And that's what had got me on that case. That was the first time I had went to the halls. Ended up doing a 6.5 month program in Kilpatrick, played my last year of football. But that was the first time I went to the halls and went to camp and shit. A lot of niggas don't go to camp the first time they go to the halls. Me, they threw the book at me. I'll tell you about my second time in a little bit, but all right, that was the first time I went to camp. On some blow that shit.